here we have my abandoned Honda CBR 600RR. Just packed. We are about to head out to Durango, Mexico, and we'll be leaving the cars for a little bit. Wanted to show you guys a quick update on the Evo in case you guys didn't see the last video. We pretty much got
Listen, thank you.
We got the Racing wiring harness pretty much installed. Obviously it's not completely done just because we still have to put a bunch of stuff back on, but the progress on this car has been quite insane, and the outcome of it has actually been extremely clean. Like, I wasn't expecting it to look this good now that it's done, and I can't wait to just have this thing back up and running. If you've been around the channel for a while, you already know I also ride motorcycles. I've been riding since I was 18, 19. I left to Mexico 1 year. I don't know why I did. I was like 20. I took my bike from Cali and rode it all the way to Durango, Mexico, which, if you don't know, it's a 2-day drive. It's 24 hours of straight driving. And I kind of left it out there because I was always going to Durango, which is where my family's from, and I was pretty much just using it out there because I would go there every summer and spend it with family. But the bike kind of just sits, it's abandoned. I would much rather bring it back, not just to ride it, but pretty much to sell it off, because I would rather invest the money into the other cars. It's just why would I have something sitting out there just pretty much rotting when I could just bring it back, sell it off, and or at least ride it for a bit, you know? So me and my dad are actually gonna go out there, and we're also gonna go visit family, primarily my grandma because she's a little bit older. And you know, one thing I do gotta tell you guys is we shouldn't be taking our grandparents for granted, or anyone in our family for that matter, just because you never know when your time's here. This dude just crashed. Damn. ¿Almorzar qué?
Unos burritos
¿De qué?
chile relleno.
So good.
Is what?
They're good.
They're good.
Fun.
So I haven't really slept too well, but we came out to get some homemade Mexican burritos. I ended up getting like red meat, deshebrada roja, I don't know what you call it, and then beans and cheese. Super good stuff. If you've ever been to Mexico and you tried the food, you already know it's extremely delicious. I don't know what it is, but yeah, I'm gonna eat this real quick. It's gonna be another 12-hour drive. So basically it's a 12-hour drive from Cali to Texas. You cross over to Juarez, and it's another 12-hour drive from Juarez all the way to Durango. So it's a long drive. I'm honestly tired, but I'm just gonna eat this real quick. Also guys, Evo air fresheners available in the Race Legacy website. link in the description. Go check them out. They're like $5, super cheap, smell really good, and they look awesome. Una coquita. Llegamos. Okay, it's currently 7:29 and we barely started entering Durango capital, which is basically the city where my family's from. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. It's currently raining out here. It rains in the summer, so it's quite different. So currently the following day, this is actually my grandparents' house out here in Durango, and it's quite a humble home. It's not the fanciest, it's not the prettiest, but at the end of the day, this is pretty much where I spent all of my childhood and summers, and this is pretty much where my dad grew up. So very special home. Have my grandma and aunt in there, and we're pretty much gonna go buy some groceries and kind of just hang around with the family, go eat, and then later in the day I'm gonna go pick up my Honda CBR 600R that I've had for a very long time. And I'm excited but nervous to see it because I know it's been sitting for a long time. I don't know if it's gonna start, and it's for sure gonna need some work. So it used to look super good. I'm gonna go ahead and post a picture of how it used to look at some point, and then we'll go check it out, see how it is. And then I did go ahead and buy some oil as well to do an oil change, and we're right around the city. I'll kind of show you guys around a little bit of Durango. It's a little bit of, it's not the biggest place, it's not the fanciest place, but it has a lot of culture, it has a lot of architecture, and it means a lot to me personally because this is pretty much my second home as far as my childhood.
No manches.
A ver. Tengo un... No, es que me lo traje, sí, espera. And here we have my abandoned Honda CBR 600RR. ¿Qué haces? Hola.
No supe cuál. Gracias, amor. Bye.
Adiós. Es Jency Herrera, la famosa de Durango. ¿Qué onda?
La enviciada.
¿Dónde vamos?
Vamos a la feria.
¿A hacer qué?
Vamos a conocer la feria de Durango. Bueno, tú ya la conoces, yo también.
Adelante, que les vaya bien.
Buenas tardes.
Adelante.
Gracias.
Que les vaya bien.
It's always nice to come out here. This is Durango City. Basically, it's the capital of the state of Durango. This is pretty much where my family's from. And ever since I can remember when I was a child, they would pretty much bring me here and I would pretty much spend my whole summer. So I'm very familiarized with the city itself. And it's always such a nice reset just coming out here. This is my way of basically resetting in some way or form from like the constant fast life in LA, California, and pretty much TJ. TJ is just like LA, but when you come out here deeper south into Mexico, you realize that a lot of people here are still not as westernized. They're pretty much more traditional. They're more humble and everything is completely simple. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's so weird. But basically every time I go back home from Durango, I always feel refreshed, restarted with a lot more energy than I did before, and I pretty much tackle my goals and tasks for the remainder of the year to pretty much get myself ahead, right? So that's kind of been my routine for the past, who knows how long. I haven't been in Durango for the past couple years just because of the whole pandemic. Either way, I have met a couple Mitsubishi owners out in the city and I hit them up and we're pretty much gonna hang out right now. So there's a 420A Eclipse, turbo 420 Eclipse, just basically the non-turbo Eclipse that's been boosted. It's fully built. He's on a standalone ECU and that thing shoots insane flames. So I wanted to get on footage, I wanted to get a video, so we're gonna go meet up with them right now and we'll go check out some Mitsubishis just to kind of show you guys how it is out here in Mexico. And it's always nice to come out, hang out with old people and just see old faces. So let's get going. We have the only Evo 10 in Durango. Super clean. He has a Mishimoto piping and front mount intercooler in the front. He has an air intake filter and what looks like an HKS ready below valve. So super cool to see these out here in Mexico. But like I said, from my Evo guys, it's extremely rare to see an Evo out in Mexico in general, just because they're quite expensive and not many were brought out here. Check it out. Super bright yellow. Super sick. It's a fully built 428. Look at this. fan of this thing because if you guys didn't know, a 428 was actually my first project. So seeing something just fully done like this in Mexico especially is freaking badass, man. So just here for some quick pictures. He's gonna do a little two-step for us in a little bit, but you guys can kind of check out the Mexico scene, or the Durango scene when it comes to Mitsubishis. The Evo had to leave, so it's only 2 DSMs and 3 Lancers. ¿Qué cabeza traes? ¿De neón? ¿Cuál cabeza es?
No, es la original, vato.
Nomás es la tapa.
La tapa la conseguí, nada más, pero tampoco es de neón, es de un Sebring 2.4, como 90 y tantos.
Ah, ok.
Y es plug and play, ¿no?
Y si me acuerdo bien, estaba completamente forjado el motor.
Sí.
Está armada la cabeza.
Sí,
También.
trae cams,
Trae
las graduadas.
Ok.
Para el cam degree, ¿qué más? Trae tornillería,
Ok.
R en todo.
Ok.
Y metales son Clevit 77.
Y en cuestión de turbo y todo esto.
El turbo es chino, vato.
Lo que funcione.
Sí, funciona. La última vez que viniste traía el Turbonetics, pero ya me lo eché.
Ah, sí me acuerdo. ¿Qué se va a hacer?
Vamos a hacer palomitas.
¿Qué onda? ¿Cómo te llamas para el público que te está viendo? Israel. No habla inglés. Tienes un Nissan 370 y vamos a ir para el Meet. Hola, ¿qué onda? El carro es de 2 personas, pero...
Pero písele, al cabo lo prestado jala más.
Me da miedo. A mí me da cosa manejar los carros de las otras personas, la verdad. Siempre me ha dado como una fobia. Tengo un amigo que siempre los pide prestar y siempre los choque. No sé por qué sigue.
Este ya está chocado, no importa.
¿Y ese cómo lo chocaste?
No, así lo compré de subasta.
Ah, ok, es inteligente comprarlos así.
Sí, y es un golpe muy leve.
¿Fue enfrente o dónde?
Ahí está tu moto, ¿verdad?
Ah, aquí la tengo, dale. Le están haciendo el pivote. Nomás que sí les dejé las llaves, ¿tú crees que la usan? De repente sí, ¿verdad? Me dijeron que aquí, pero... Ah, era un Lancer allá.
Eso todo
Ah, ¿es tu carro, verdad?
No que antes como trae esos renecillos. Bueno,
A los de antes.
parecidos, ¿no?
A little Durango JDM meat they're throwing, even though TSMs aren't really JDM, but this one's so clean. I wouldn't mind one as a daily. And here's the Z we came in. It was my buddy's. It's been my buddy for a while. Hardly kick it with him, but I was like, hey, just come out to the car meet, have some fun. We got ourselves a little 3G with some work style wheels. I'll be honest, I've never liked the 3Gs myself, but I mean, if you have one, it's cool too, man. At the end of the day, it's still an Eclipse, and you gotta accept the little brothers that are not the family favorite, but they're still there, you know? Got the Nissan Suruso. In the US, these are considered Sentras, but in Mexico, these type of platforms are extremely famous just because they're pretty cheap to acquire and easy to modify, as you guys can see. But if you're Mexican, you already know these Surus are a very, very popular platform. We also got a 4G. Honestly, just the fact that I'm from Durango and just getting to see the car scene out here, even though it's not big and it's not the highest caliber of cars, still appreciate people coming out and kind of showing off their passion, you know, no matter how much of a budget is allowed. It just goes to show that this is kind of a worldwide phenomenon that I think we all like to do. We obviously all have different lifestyles, different types of income, and I think we should just all learn to appreciate, because at the end of the day, everyone I've met so far here is super kind, super chill, super welcoming, and honestly, it just goes to show that sometimes it's not the car, but the person that I'd rather be around. ¿Qué tenemos aquí? ¿Te la sabes?
A Chile es un motor.
Es un motor. ¿Cómo se llama el motor?
Caracol.
El caracolcito.
¿Hay un carro? ¿No deja de ser carro?
Es de tu tío.
¿Eh?
¿Modificarías un Eclipse tú o no?
Sí, ese es el plan. Pero el problema es encontrar un Eclipse en buenas condiciones.
Eso sí. ¿Se te hace muy difícil?
Sí, demasiado.
¿Por qué?
Encontrar Eclipses aquí es muy difícil.
Mexico for y'all, you guys. Vamos. So I went ahead and just quickly washed off the CBR. I really did miss this thing, honestly. It's so fun to ride. When I barely took it to Mexico, it actually looked really clean. Unfortunately now it's just really beaten. That just happens when you let cars or bikes sit over time. It's really hard to tell from a distance, but once you start getting close, you really start noticing a bunch of imperfection. I was actually on Marketplace today because if you don't know, I'm going to be selling off both Hondas because we are moving on to different platforms. So tomorrow we're gonna go and possibly trade the motorcycle with another yellow car. Still not sure if it's gonna happen 50-50, but I'm gonna go ahead and document it for the remainder of the video. And I don't know, it feels kind of fast because we just got it here today, and I'm already going to go possibly trade it tomorrow. So I'm gonna go ahead and ride it for tonight, just enjoy it one last time just in case. And if it's gone, it's gone. This one's still for sale. Had a couple interested, but of course I was in Mexico, so I wasn't able to show the car. So now I gotta wait until someone else wants to come check it out. So once this is gone and this is gone, we should be seeing 2 new cars in the channel. Supposed to meet up with some random guy I found on Marketplace. This is pretty much a car that I want as a daily driver and as a track car as well, over the RSX. So hopefully he shows up. Always kind of sketch. So I don't know. Maybe this is the last time we're on the CBR. It's been great. I've had it since like 2015, 16. So all right. He told me to meet up at a park, and now he's telling me to meet up at his house. So. These Facebook transactions, man. And the bike is gone. 5-speed. Stay tuned for the next episode where we release the new build for the channel. I'm so sad, dude. Like it hasn't hit me until now. I've had that bike. I basically rode it every day to college. And